Hong Kong. A city where East meets West, where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with cutting-edge modernity. Here, every street corner tells a story, and every skyline view is a testament to ambition and resilience. The skyline is a forest of glittering towers, neon lights dancing on Victoria Harbour. At night, the city transforms into a living canvas, its skyscrapers shimmering like jewels against the dark water. The iconic Star Ferry and the ever-present junks glide across the harbor, their lights twinkling in the gentle waves. The city pulses with energy. Bustling markets overflow with the scent of spices and chatter of bargaining voices, while sleek malls offer a glimpse into a world of luxury and aspiration. Restaurants, from humble noodle shops to Michelin-starred establishments, serve every delicacy imaginable, reflecting the city's rich cultural tapestry. The Star Ferry glides across the harbor, connecting the financial district with lively Kowloon. For generations, this short journey has been a daily ritual. A moment of calm amid the city's relentless pace, offering breathtaking views and a sense of continuity in a place that's always changing. Double-decker trams, affectionately called ding-dings, weave through crowded avenues, bells ringing a familiar city tune. These trams are more than just transport, they are moving time capsules, carrying stories of generations past and present through the heart of the city. From luxury boutiques that line the streets of Central to the chaos and color of Temple Street Night Market, Hong Kong radiates prosperity and possibility. Here, fortunes are made and lost, and the city's relentless drive is visible in every glittering window and crowded stall. But beneath this dazzling facade lies another reality, one that is often hidden from the casual visitor. The city's contrasts are not just visual, they are woven into the very fabric of daily life, where glamour and hardship exist side by side. Away from tourist trails and cramped alleyways and aging high-rises, many residents quietly struggle for something as basic as a dignified home. Here, space is a luxury, and privacy is a rare commodity. Families share tiny rooms, and children grow up in the shadows of gleaming towers they may never enter. For hundreds of thousands, daily life is not glamour but a persistent fight for space and dignity. Subdivided flats, sometimes no bigger than a parking space, are home to entire families. Yet, in these tight quarters, resilience and hope endure, and communities form in the most unlikely places. To truly know Hong Kong, you must look beyond the neon glow and listen to the voices in its hidden corners. It's in the quiet conversations between neighbors, the laughter echoing down narrow stairwells, and the determination etched on the faces of those who call this city home. Here, in the struggles and triumphs of ordinary people, lies the city's true soul. A spirit that endures, adapts, and continues to shine, no matter how dazzling or daunting the contradictions may be. Behind the postcard-perfect image is a housing crisis of staggering proportions. For 14 years, Hong Kong has been the world's most unaffordable housing market. Sky-high property prices have pushed decent housing out of reach for ordinary people. Over 200,000 people live in subdivided flats, regular apartments illegally carved into tiny, windowless cubicles. The average living space is just 65 square feet, about half a parking space. Every inch is precious, privacy is a luxury. The contrast between cramped quarters and empty luxury flats is a painful irony. This silent emergency unfolds daily, hidden behind closed doors. To truly understand the depth of Hong Kong's housing crisis, we need to look beyond the city's glittering skyline and step inside the places where thousands of people actually live. These are not just homes, they are survival spaces, where every square foot is precious and privacy is a luxury few can afford. Subdivided flats are a stark example. A single apartment, often meant for one family, is split into 5 or more tiny rooms. Many of these rooms have no windows, and the air inside is thick and stifling, with poor ventilation making daily life uncomfortable and sometimes even dangerous. Residents must share a single bathroom and a cramped kitchen with dozens of others. The constant battle against clutter, pests, and noise is relentless, and the lack of privacy means that even the most basic routines become public affairs. For those with nowhere else to go, there are coffin homes, bed-sized cages or wooden boxes, sometimes as small as 15 square feet. These spaces are barely large enough to lie down in, let alone stand or stretch. Here, personal space is reduced to its absolute minimum. Every possession must fit within arm's reach, and the thin walls offer no escape from the sounds and smells of neighbors living just inches away. Imagine paying a significant portion of your income for a space no larger than a coffin, forced to share a filthy, overcrowded washroom with 20 or more people. Privacy and comfort are distant dreams. In the sweltering summer months, these boxes become unbearable ovens. A single fan struggles to move the hot, stagnant air, and sleep is often impossible. Yet despite these harsh conditions, thousands endure this reality every day. Hidden behind the facades of old buildings, just steps away from luxury malls and gleaming skyscrapers, these homes are invisible to most of the city. The people living here are not homeless, but their homes offer little more than a roof and four walls. Leaking ceilings, barred windows, and constant noise are part of daily life. This is a life stripped of dignity, lived in the shadows of global finance and prosperity, a hidden crisis at the heart of one of the world's richest cities. The true weight of this crisis is found in personal stories. Behind every statistic, there is a face, a name, and a lifetime of memories shaped by struggle. These stories reveal the daily realities that numbers alone can never capture. Wang Qikong, 76, lives in less than 50 square feet, his toilet beside his bed. The walls are so close he can touch both sides at once. Each night he listens to the sounds of neighbors through thin partitions, a constant reminder of how little privacy he has. He escapes to public libraries for relief. There, surrounded by books and quiet, he finds a rare sense of peace and dignity, if only for a few hours. The library becomes his sanctuary, a place to breathe and remember life outside the confines of his tiny home. Chan, 45, has waited 19 years for public housing, living in a 22-square-foot cubicle. His world is a single room, stacked with belongings where he eats, sleeps, and dreams of a better future. The wait for a real home feels endless, but he holds on to hope. Some, 72, pays for a coffin home after being homeless. For him, even this cramped space is a step up from the uncertainty of the streets. He remembers nights spent searching for shelter, and now, even a windowless box feels like a fragile form of security. He asks, "Even dogs have dens, let alone people, right?" His words echo the pain of being overlooked, the longing for dignity and belonging that everyone deserves. Leung Kwang Quen, 80, battles bedbugs, and shares a washroom with 20 others. Each day is a fight for cleanliness and comfort, a struggle to maintain health and self-respect in a place where privacy is a luxury. These are not isolated cases, they represent thousands. Across Hong Kong, countless families and elderly residents endure similar hardships, squeezed into spaces never meant for living. Their stories transform the crisis from abstract policy to a deeply human issue. Each cramped room, each sleepless night, is a testament to resilience and the urgent need for change. They endure, hoping for a day when a safe, clean home is a right, not a luxury. Their dreams are simple: a door that locks, a window with sunlight, a space to call their own. Their resilience is quiet heroism. Every day, they find ways to adapt, to support one another, and to keep going despite the odds stacked against them. The crisis is not just numbers, it's lives on hold, dreams deferred, and hope that refuses to fade. These stories remind us that behind every door there is a person waiting for change. The housing crisis is inseparable from poverty. Nearly a quarter of Hong Kong's population, 1.4 million people, live below the poverty line. The poorest pay the most per square foot. Coffin homes cost 4 times more than regular apartments. Most income goes to rent, leaving little for food, healthcare, or education. Many work long hours in low-wage jobs, yet can't afford a decent home. The economic slowdown has made things worse. Job security is fragile, and any setback can be catastrophic. The city's glittering economy feels worlds away from those struggling to pay rent for a tiny box. For them, survival is a daily battle. The dream of a better life remains out of reach. This is the hidden cost of Hong Kong's prosperity. Under pressure, the Hong Kong government has begun to act. In October 2023, new laws set minimum standards for subdivided flats: space, fire safety, sanitation. The goal: eradicate subdivided flats by 2049. A massive public housing program aims to build 308,000 new units in the next decade. Since 2022, 49,000 applicants have moved into public rental homes. Transitional housing, 18,400 units, offers temporary relief for families waiting for permanent flats. These homes provide stability and community. Yet, coffin homes remain unregulated, and demand still outpaces supply. Progress is real, but the journey is far from over. Where government lags, NGOs step in. Groups like the Society for Community Organization and Oxfam document conditions, amplify voices, and provide direct help. Their photography exhibitions reveal the reality of coffin homes, raising public awareness and pressuring for change. They label these spaces the shame of Hong Kong, challenging the city's conscience. NGOs distribute food, help with housing applications, and run community centers for children and the elderly. They push for policy reform, especially to protect those in coffin homes. Their persistence is a powerful force for change. They are the city's conscience in action. Extreme poverty and inadequate housing in wealthy Hong Kong raise tough questions. The city's free market success has created deep inequalities. The housing crisis is the most visible symptom of a system that prioritizes profit over people. The cost is measured in lost opportunities, poor health, and diminished well-being. Children lack space to study, stress and poor sanitation harm mental and physical health. Social cohesion erodes as the gap between rich and poor widens. Essential workers, cleaners, waiters, builders are trapped in this struggle. Economic growth alone doesn't guarantee quality of life. Without strong safety nets, prosperity benefits only a few. Hong Kong must find a new balance between dynamism and social responsibility. Next time you see Hong Kong's skyline, look beyond the lights. Remember the stories of those living in the shadows, Wong in the library, Sum's question about dignity. These are stories of resilience and hope, not just suffering. Understanding this hidden side deepens our connection to the city. We can support NGOs, educate ourselves, and approach every interaction with empathy. Hong Kong's fight for decent housing is a test of its spirit. The journey is long, but hope endures. Behind every glittering light, there's a human story waiting to be heard.